Hey everyone, Rexianne here. I wanted to show you a quick recipe that you can fit right into your 21-day fix called a quinoa salad. It will incorporate one of your carbs, so one of your yellow containers, as well as one of your green containers, and then some of the free herbs that you can use. And I'm gonna make a double batch and then put it into 2 separate containers so that I can have lunch for 2 days. So it'll be super easy and quick and grab it and go. So basically what it is it's quinoa, and then I kind of throw a Mexican flair in. So cucumbers, tomatoes, and some cilantro, some lime juice, and some Himalayan salt. So for cucumbers, I love the little mini cukes. I don't eat anything else anymore. They're super yummy, they're not bitter, you don't have to peel them. That's the only way that I go, and I always typically buy the Angel Sweet little grape tomatoes. So those are my 2 favorites, and every time I go to the grocery store I end up buying them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the little containers not as a storage device, but more as a measuring device. And so for the vegetables, coming from vegetables, I have cut up the tomatoes and cucumbers, so I'm just going to fill it up with some of both. Yes, just like a real cooking show where everything's already prepared and all cut up. Don't you love it? I always wanted this to happen for me. So I took a few minutes to prep before I started this for you guys. So basically, and definitely go ahead and cram it in. And I had tons of cucumbers and tomatoes cut up here, and it totally is filling. So I filled up tomatoes and cucumbers, and I'm dumping it in. Typically, I also use jalapenos. I like to cut up a jalapeno in this. I don't have one, and they didn't have any at the store today, so I'm going without, but you could also throw one of those in. So 1 container of the tomatoes and cucumbers, and then for your carbs, you're gonna take your yellow container, and I have a pot of quinoa. I happen to use red, so I have red quinoa. You can use the white, doesn't matter. The red seems to be a little bit nuttier. And it also is more expensive. I'm not sure why, but that is the case, so depends on if you're willing to spend that for the nuttier flavor. And I'm just gonna fill that up. So filling it to the top with the quinoa, here it is, and I'm dumping it in. So already I have a nice little start to my salad, and then I'm gonna do that again with each of them so that I have a double batch, so I have 2 lunches or 2 salads for dinner or whatever I wanna use them for. Again, it's going to be a green container, which is a vegetable, and a yellow container, a carb. And then I'm going to throw in some cut up cilantro, which is free, and some lime juice, which is also free, and mix that all up. So I've got my second container. I'm going to dump that in, as well as my second, oh, I'm a mess in the kitchen. I'm starting to throw things all around. It's a good thing I did some prep work before we started this. So a second container of the quinoa, dump it in, throw in my cilantro, all chopped up. Anybody else hate dealing with cilantro? I can't stand taking it off the stems and trying to cut it up. It sticks to my fingers. It's just such a mess, but I tried to find a better way to do it. There is no quick way. So I got that in there, and I'm gonna put in some lime juice. You can certainly squeeze a lime. I am all about easy and quick, so this is the way that I go. So lime juice, and then I happen to have some pink Himalayan salt, so I'm just gonna grind some of that in there, and then mix it all up. And you can certainly, you could add more vegetables if you wanted it to count more as your greens, but I'm just kind of showing you a quick way to make something ahead of time that you can then separate into 2 containers, and I'm just gonna eyeball it right down the middle, so that I will have 2 lunches that are both a green and a yellow that, you know, kind of takes a step away from just salads all the time, because sometimes that can get old, and kind of gives you a different flavor and some different foods. So basically you mix it all up, and here you go, quinoa salad. And then I just have 2 containers that I'm going to fill. Like I said, I'm gonna eyeball it. They're not the same size, but, and then I would just take it and scoop it into the 2 containers. This is like a ton. These are huge containers. This would be a pretty big lunch, especially sometimes I put the quinoa salad over like a bed of greens, so this would be a crazy amount of food if I were to do that and use another one of my greens. So taking a look, just kind of eyeballing it. Super easy, super yummy. It is one of my favorites. It's easy to make ahead of time, And it gets better with the days that it sits in your fridge. So the longer that it sits, the super yummy that it gets, you can save it up to 4 days. And I'm just kind of, eyeballing it. Here you go. So 2 quick lunches to go. Quinoa salad. Keep it in the refrigerator. Take it with you anywhere. 1 green. So when you get done, oh, I don't know if I have the right tops. 2 different tops. And they're not exactly the same. So 1 green, 1 yellow. All mixed up, ready to roll. So try your best. Have some quinoa salad. It's super awesome. And hopefully you can fit this into your 21-day fix. Good luck, everyone.